Hi folks, Robert here with more Revit training. Today we're going to look at some structural things regarding Unistrut UK, and we're going to do here, I've got this model from Elise Moss training guide that I had years ago, 2013, and what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use these generic Unistrut channels, and I'm going to turn them right now. These are basically, so I'm going to show you now just quickly. I'll load into project. So right now these are just generic models. They're not analytical at all. They pretty much wow, that taking so long. Let's set it on the reference plane here, place it on the plane. And so there's our Unistrut. Sorry about that, folks. Stupid phone. Scares me all the time. But sorry. So right now, this is a channel that you can use. It's functional, but it's not analytical. You can do a lot with it. We can frame it in here, but we can't do any swapping or anything like that. And it's big, as you can see, it's draining my time on my computer. So now what I'm going to do, what I'm going to show you all how to do here is create a analytical model from this. So first of all, we'll use these our beams, and these will be our columns. So what I'm going to do here, let's do our beams first. So what I'm going to do, I use this file, export to DWG formats, and then you'll locate it in a place. Just go next and save it somewhere. I'm going to just save these on my desktop because I saved them, and I don't want them to go into a, oh wow, actually I can do this. I want to drop this down to my version here. I'm working in a lower version, so I'm going to drop that down to maybe 13 or so, and then you go okay, and then it'll sport out, and then I want to turn off, I want to leave the temporary height mode and export on. So I'll just go here and I'll go okay. Now over here, this is going to be our column, and what I'm in here in this family, I'm in my reference level here. So I'll just do the same here. I'll go file, export, CAD formats, DWG. Next, I'll put him on my desktop as well because I made it already, and I'll save it as 13. Actually, yes, I'll save it as 13 and go okay. So that's all we do on this end. Now these are, and as you can see here in my create tab, these are generic, these are structural framing, but they're really generic. I just changed that. They're basically generic. So this one would probably read generic. So I'll go here. Yes, it's generic. So what we do here now is we'll recreate these families using our exported models into AutoCAD. So for now, these guys can go away. And do I want to say this one? No. So here's our model we're going to work with, and I'll just push them out to the side, and we'll go File, New Family. So we create a new family, but here we're going to do our beam first, and for our beam, we'll need to use the structural framing. See where it says beams and braces? So we'll select that one, and we're going to open. Now we're in the plan level, but our beam, we pulled them from the left side, so let's just go into our left view. And there's, and here would they give you this little extrusion to start with. And that's a good guide because all we're gonna do is this, we're gonna go File, we're gonna Insert, we wanna import a CAD drawing here that we created. And for our beam, yes, it'll be that one. I'm gonna go open it. and I want it to be origin to origin, and I want to preserve the colors, or we can go black and white, but for this, let's just preserve, import, auto detect, correct lines and slide it off axis, orient to view, and then we'll just go open. So there's our cross section. Now, all we need to do here is we want to create an extrusion here. So I want to go extrusion, and I want to pick, actually this is another way we can do this. We can go edit extrusion. So I can select this, and I'll go edit extrusion, and I'll just go here and I'll punch these lines in here. I can lock it down even. I'll just go take that one, pick that, just pick right on around here. I think I might have done this before, but somebody wanted to see me do this again, so no worries. We go through the whole process. Try not to make this video too long. Just pick line, pick line, pick. We'll pick here. Okay, go up there. This is the Unistrut I think it's the P2000. And as you notice, the shape is different. This is a UK brand, and we don't make it this way over here, but they do over there. So we'll go here and there. So we're editing our profile. We can keep editing by just deleting these out. So we can get rid of this. Let's see, delete, right? Okay. Delete. So we're deleting this now. We'll delete. Okay, now we'll just finish our extrusion. Hopefully everything's in place. And there's our extrusion and our new, so let's go into our reference level. So now here, oh wow, how about that? That's rare, that never really happened before. It snapped right to the location without me even having to go in and align this together. Oh, I know why that happened. It's a good idea to use the edit command. So this is all done. So let's go in a 3D view and look at this. Okay, so there's our new analytical model. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take this guy now. I'm going to unpin this here and delete this AutoCAD stuff out because we don't need it. So there's our beam. Let's do a fine view. Let's go here and make this realistic. We can deal with materials and things like that later. So there's our beam, and let's load this into our project and see what we get here. Let's go into our plan view. I think we got one here for this drawing. Yeah, here it is, right? Second floor, sorry. So this is second floor. So there's our beams. Let's make this fine view. So there's our columns there. Now the first floor, there we go. So now let's go in and load this new guy into our project. So let's, and let's just go load into project. And now we can just drag it in that way. So there's our beam. Actually, we can go here and let's just do this for now. Let's just make sure it's working all good and dandy. So let's go structure, beam. So let's place this beam from this column to this column. Now this is the one we just created. So there's our Unistrut now in our model on this level here. So if I go and look at this in my 3D view, how about let's do this? We've got that one in working fine. Everything seems to be good. We go into our properties, and we get all of our beam properties and everything set. So we've got our beam. Now let's go in and do our column. So we can close this one, this view now. And let's go file, let's go new family. And we'll go to the structural columns. Yes, structural column. We'll take that one and we'll go open it up. And this works the same as the other one. Only thing here is this is going to be, we're not going to worry about it flexing or stretching sizes. I have made column families out here. You can go look at them. So we're going to go insert, CAD import, and the, where is it? I think it's here, structural basics. There it is, there's our column. We'll open it up and there it falls right into place. Now here, this is gonna work a little differently because it is a column and we're gonna have to do some things here. So right now, let's just go in, create our extrusion, and we'll use the pick line command once again, and we'll lock everything. So let's go pick. So what's going to have to happen here, like we've done before with the columns and beams, we'll have to have two, one for column and one for beam, because columns and beams act differently. And Unistrut, they use it differently. They use them as columns and as beams as well. So couldn't get out of the creating two, but with the beam, you got a lot more flexibility. Just bring that there. The column is just a straight up column. And we don't have to worry about slanted columns because our beams will work as slanted columns because they do bracing. But I'm going to just go on around here, pick that line. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a column because it's bigger, size is bigger, and I just thought it might be a good one to make a column out of. I mean, in UK, they have a lot of different Unistrut versions and a lot of holes. Now I'm going with this one as our column because I reckon a beam, or I mean the column would have holes in it. Unless there's some kind of special connection. I mean, you just really never know. But in this case, in our model we're creating, I don't think it's going to have any. So now let's go and let's finish this extrusion. Great, everything locked down. But now here we've got to go into our elevation view. So let's go into our project browser. Let's go into our front elevation. So now there's our column. But what has to happen, we have an upper reference level that we have to align to. So I'm going to go here. And I want to align this to that and lock it in place. And there's our column. So now I'm going to, I probably should have gave these names, but this is just a reference, a training exercise. So let's go. So there's our beam family that we created. And this is our, okay, now actually let's get this AutoCAD crap out of here too, by the way. So let me do the wireframe here. And there's our AutoCAD drawing. So just tab to it and delete it. Uh-oh. Let me see, tab. Do I have it? Okay, it's pinned in. So we've got to unpin this guy. So to do that, we need to go on our reference level, I think. Lower reference level, yes. And select it. Let me see if I can get this out of here. There it is. Okay, so we're having a little issue there. It might not be that bad to leave. There it is. Unpin that and delete it. So now we have just our Revit extrusion. And so I'm going to go back into this 3D view. And we'll just go ahead and shaded view or hidden view. And now let's load this into our project and see what happens here. So we're going to load this into our project. And there's our column. Pretty neat, right? Okay, so now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go to the second floor. And I'm going to take this guy here. It should be there. There it is. Family beam. Huh. Okay, so there it is. I just replaced it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just go right here and I'm going to right click and I'm going to select all instances in view. And then I'm going to replace it with my family, my Unistrut family. So this whole thing turns to Unistrut now. So let's go grab our columns now here. So let's grab this guy here. And we want to change that one to our family too. It's in there. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll grab the rest of these guys, select all instances in view for an entire project, and we'll replace it with our new family 2, which is our Unistrut beam column. So there we go. We just made this guy. Let's look at this in 3D view. So we just changed this. Uh-oh. We didn't get them all. So let's get these here now. Let's go right click. I'll just make this a little bigger so we can see what's going on here. Let's close this. Close this. This. I got to get used to the views in 20. Tell you folks. Cancel that. Let's just bring this over here. Okay. So now let's do these other columns here. Let's do these columns. So I'll just go right click. Select all instances view. I've got them all. And then I want to replace these columns with the new family, the Unistrut. So there we go. So we just changed this to all to Unistrut. Now let's go into our elevation view here. Let's go into our, let's just look at elevation 1 here. No, not that one. Geez, I don't remember this. It's been so long. So let's do this. Let me just go to my floor plan. And I'll just, okay, let's just drop a section through here. Right there. And let's double click this. Now let's go ahead and make this a fine view. And as you can see, there's our new Unistrut that we just created. Here, and these are our Unistrut columns. So we just changed this. See, this one is still a flange. So let's make this one, or we can match properties here, I think. Yeah, we can. So now let's get some bracing in here. So let's go structure, bracing, and we'll pick this plane here. Hang on a second here. We'll pick a plane, we'll pick this, and we'll go to our 3D view, open the view, and we'll go with our steel, sorry, structural beam, no bracing. We'll go from there to there. So there's that Unistrut also. So what we can do here, once we go into these, oh, that's not right. I didn't snap to the right place here. Let me go into my north elevation. Let's see here, front view. I tell you what, let's do this. Let's just run across from here to here. So I want to go to beam. I'll go to bracing, structural bracing, and I want to go to 3D snapping on. Okay, so I want to go from here over to there. So there's my brace. Now those work with the family 1, which is our beam. So that's how you do this. So what happens is we can change all these to analytical models. Now let's do this. Let's have a look at this guy here, and let's go to systems. Structural. Maybe. But anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to have a part 2 of this, where we can shoot and you can do analyze. We can analyze the model. So here we still got these guys in here. So I'm going to just match these out. Match. So I want to match this column with this. So what we have here. These are something else, apparently. So just select it and we'll change it to our column, our family 2. There you go. So we changed this whole thing to Unistrut systems, beams, columns, and braces. So hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Appreciate it. Let me just zoom in here. So there we go. There's that. I think that's that P2000T, and this is the 5501T Unistrut as a column. And then, you know, just to place these beams, again, you just go here, you go structure, beam, and I'm going to do the family 1 because that was my beam, and just go to that point. Make sure 3D snapping is on. Bam. That's it. That's all to it. So hey guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Talk to you later, and everybody please be safe. Bye.